use it on a couple of characters.
I feel like the best way to heal, at least in D&D 5e, is just triage.
Triage?
Yeah, like, you don't try to... in the other game that I play, I'm a healer. And I like it, but sometimes people try to get you to, like, bump them back up to full health after a hit, and it's like, I'm not going to be able to do that.
No,
like,
Yeah.
it's just picking people up when they go down, and, like, trying to give...
Yeah, no, healing, unless you really specialize, healing in D&D is one of the weakest things you can do with your action.
Mm-hmm.
It's way better to do something like stun a giant, because that's like preventative. Like, then he can't hit you for 40 damage, rather than you using your turn to heal someone for 10.
Yeah.
If that.
And I went in when I made the healer, I went in knowing that, because it was not like a full-blown healer, but his point, like, that was his, like, kind of what I wanted to be able to do on the side.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, the healer feat is actually a way better way of healing than going, like, a healing class. Unless you go Life Cleric, which is ridiculously strong to heal with. Life Cleric and... what's the other one?
Twilight?
Well, Twilight is more preventative, but yeah, Twilight's really good too. The Druid, I think Shepherd Druid also is a really good healer, or can be.
I went unorthodox with it because I wanted to be able to sling spells too, but I went Divine Soul Sorcerer, and I took stuff to just be a preventative, like, aid and things that gave me, like, I could stack regular hit points and temporary hit points before the fight, and then just, like, healing word to bring people up
preliminary
during the fight.
Yeah, which is the way to go. I think, like, unless you're going Life Cleric, preventative heals or, like, hold persons or hold monsters can prevent way more damage. Especially if the enemy has a low saving throw against it.
Well, that's why I like the Sorcerer combo with the Cleric spells, because of the one that makes them have disadvantage on saving throws, and then you can, like, aid, you cast the night before at your max level, and then you've got it through the whole adventuring day if you use extended spell.
I like to joke the best healing spell is Polymorph, because you basically give someone like 160 hit points to, like, shield them. Like, try doing that with what was Polymorph 5th level, like a 5th level Cure Wounds. You heal them for like 25, 30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can turn them into a giant ape and they have like 150. But the bad part is then they have the intelligence of a beast. Or make them a T-Rex.
They still know friend and foe, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've heard that too. I just I don't like to overlap spells that other people have, like Polymorph. I'm like, I'm not gonna. I like to give everyone their little. I don't want to take away from someone else's thing. You know what I mean? That makes them feel cool.
Well, I mean, Polymorph is just one of many different toolkit spells.
That's true. I don't really know enough about the game yet. I just was trying not to step on toes when I was making the character and playing alongside people.
Yeah.
I'm not the best at not irritating people either. I assume when playing I try not to overtalk, but I am a talkative person, so I do my best to rein it in so other people can, like, not to interrupt other people's moments.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you've really overtalked much. Oh, that's right. I forgot. What's his name is on the ground, unable to move. A laughter spell. No, wait, was it Zala? Who's your warlock?
Vlad?
Vlad, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he rolled the, I think that's the first time he rolled a really nasty
Oh,
Wild
yeah.
magic surge. Usually it's like I turn pink or like a fireball explodes somewhere nearby but doesn't hit anyone. That was
When he first
actually a nasty one.
joined, he grew a foot, turned blue, and summoned a unicorn his very first session.
Yeah.
That was fun. I
Well,
love the wild surges.
wild magic was way more punishing in earlier editions. There was a lot more bad stuff that could happen. I feel like, I mean, well, now you kind of just make up all the stuff. I don't think there is. Is there a set wild magic surge table? I didn't
There
see one.
is. Yeah,
Is
no,
there?
there is in the player's handbook, I think,
See, I was just looking
for
at
the
the.
sorcerer.
I was looking at some random generator I found. I should take a look and see what that one looks like.
Well, the nice thing about the one you're doing is that it has different ones for the level of spell.
Yeah. Which was kind of neat.
Yeah. I had to create one for a wild magic barbarian in my Sunday night game, because obviously the choices for the wild magic barbarian get kind of old after a while.
Well, yeah,
So-
and aren't they all good? Like, it's all buffs to it.
Yes, they're all good. And I told him, as you know, in order for me to agree to do a more extensive table, I'm going to put negative stuff in there too. And
Yeah.
So it's roughly the same positive to negative ratio as the wild magic sorcerer, but this guy has just had really bad luck, and he has rolled negative almost every time. And I keep
Bad
telling
stuff.
him, look, I swear it is not just all negative on the table. I swear it is like there's more positive than there is negative. It's just you're unlucky.
Just unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was actually mad to the point of quitting at one point because he thought that I had rigged it against him. I'm like, no.
Oh, did we get a Zalafe?
I'm here, yeah.
Welcome.
All right, cool.
Oh, and
Barrel's
a
gonna
Mary.
be here in just a moment
I'm
too.
back.
Oh, she just got here.
Awesome.
Everyone arrived around the same time. Alright, so I already did the recap. We were just kind of waiting for Barrel to start. But bonus, we have a Zalafe as well. So, do we still want to control Vlad, or should we just keep him in the background?
I guess keep him in the background unless things start going badly.
Alright,
I
you
mean,
got...
we're losing Sim. It could actually be pretty pivotal for us to lose another as well. I don't know.
That's true.
I mean, you got two of them down, so... But you also have a very low Anakate who did not retreat last turn.
There's only two left.
Are you
And
dodging?
That we know of.
I am not dodging. No.
Alright. Well, alright. Does anyone want to play Vlad? We can just have someone take control of him. It's fine. Need to give you guys some sidekick
I
characters.
can do it, but I might not do the best at it.
I mean,
you.
Very rare.
yeah, he's a coffee
Very
lock. All he really does is throw out Eldritch Blast and then, what is it, quicken them? So he can throw out twice as many.
Yeah.
I'll probably look at it if you want.
What did you say?
I can check it out if you want.
Oh yeah, I guess it's kind of up your alley too. Let me see. How many spell points? He has 4 sorcery points. Quicken is what, 2 points? I think so. So yeah, he has a couple more rounds of blasting. Sure. If you want Zalafe, I can give him to you then.
Sure.
Although he is incapacitated at the moment because of his wild magic surge.
He's got one round, right?
Yeah, I believe at the end of his next turn it goes away.
Alright.
Alright, so let me give you access to that.
And if the Droner thing's right, is it? Who's it on right now?
It's
What's the
Beryl.
name?
She's
Okay,
she's
that's what I'm
hidden. but it is
I wonder
Barrel's
what that
turn.
was, yeah.
Alright, so... Why does Anakata have control of Vlad? Alright, well, I'll change that to Zalafay.
I did play for him once, one
Yeah.
session.
I may have just forgotten to take that out. Alright, so... thank you for your patience, everyone. It is the 29th of summer at 2 p.m. as we continue the battle. Sim has been magically whisked away to some unknown place by a odd-looking giant creature.
We should spend the rest of the campaign trying to find him.
Yeah, exactly. Go look for him. And you are currently fighting the Everlasting Frost Giants. Well, I assume you guys will probably try to look into what happened to him. Just not at the current moment. Alright, so, Flairel. What do you want to do?
I'm going to.
Is your
Did we determine that I can move my full movement? Because
let me see your sheet.
because of like, I don't walk.
You know, it just says 50 feet speed. It doesn't say anything about flying or floating, I don't think. Does it? So I think you still would be hindered. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything under your traits. So yeah.
The fire form just means I can be any size, but
Yeah, it just means you can squeeze through areas, but it would still
So
be
I
difficult
can-
terrain.
all right. So then,
That said, you do have a giant just south of you.
35, 45. Yeah, I was trying to get further than that. Where'd my sheet go? All right, so I guess I have feet. And then yeah, I guess I'm gonna drop fire form.
Alright,
And
so you drop fire form. You can appear in one of those 4 squares, your choice.
And then I'm gonna take the staff of healing off my back.
Do you remember what type of action it is to drop a form? Is it just free?
I think it's bonus.
Alright, so bonus action. Grabbing the Staff of Healing from your back.
I think it's a bonus whether you're moon druid or not to actually drop options, but I could be wrong.
You're probably right. Let's see.
Spend unless you expend another use, you can revert to your normal form by either using a bonus form earlier by using a bonus action on your turn. And that's an all druid description, not a moon druid description. So,
Yeah.
and then like I think the moon druid one is like
Moon Druid lets you transform as a bonus as
right,
well.
but I don't know if it make. I don't know if I could technically use my action to revert if I wanted to or not.
You can, yeah. Druid is, you can use either your action or your bonus action to shapeshift.
I know that I can do that to shapeshift. I just meant to revert. It doesn't actually say.
Oh, yeah, no, you have to use a bonus action for that.
Okay. So then, yeah, I've just used my bonus action. I'm gonna take the staff of healing off of that and cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Wow. Alright, so you use the spell to Mass Cure Wounds. Which uses 6 of the charges, or 5 of the
5.
charges. And we'll heal everyone. Well, I guess you can link the Mass Cure Wounds.
And of course, it's broken. Oh wait, here we go.
Alright, so everyone within 60 feet would gain 13 hit points.
And I'm gonna put that spell slot back. And I think that's only Titus and Anna Kate and I.
Yeah. Everyone else is too far south.
You said 13?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Right.
then I guess I'll move down a little bit more from 15. And that's my turn.
Oh, you did get into his threat range.
Oh, would I know that?
Yes, you know he threatens up to 10 feet out.
Alright. Then I guess I'll do some 25. That's as far as I can go. If I'm going to be in his threat range, I might as well take the focus off Anna Kate.
All right, Titus.
All right. I am gonna bolt up right next to Anna Kate. So 5. What's that? 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna use the bait and switch maneuver. If Anna Kate will let me.
Sure.
Whoop. All right, so you swap places with her.
Yep. And then I roll a 1d10 to give Anna Kate a +8 to her AC.
Where does that put me?
Right where I was would be the bait
I-
and switch.
Yeah.
Okay, so right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you have a +8 to your AC to the end of, I believe, my next turn. Gotta look.
Until the start of your next
Start of your
turn, she would have a +8.
And then I will start attacking the ugly-looking son of a bitch in front of me.
All right. So you go at this giant with all your might. Missing with the first attack. But 24 will strike with the second, doing 18 points of slashing. Oh wait, never mind, I forget. It is raging, so it would be 9 points of slashing.
I would like to do a goading strike. Yeah, I will link that in 1 second once I spot the damn. There it is.
Yeah, it does still look pissed at Anna Kate, although she also has a ridiculously high AC now.
That's a 17.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Alright, wisdom save. It would make it, so it is unaffected by your goading.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep attacking.
Yeah, 22 will strike with the next attack, doing another 9 points.
And then I will do a pommel strike.
Actually, that will put it to wounded. Oh, but you'll miss the pommel. And actually, it is angry at you now. It turns towards you and roars.
Alright. And then I will...
Did not like you wounding it.
You said its range is 10 feet?
Yeah, it threatens 10 feet.
Alright, well then... I'll just stay where I'm at then.
Alright, after you is the Southern Frost Giant, who is engaged to Zalafe. It's going to continue its rage, swinging at Zalafe.
I believe I'm still dodging.
Oh, are you dodging?
I'm pretty sure.
I'll mark you with that just so I don't forget. So it swings. Luckily you were dodging. 12 is going to miss you. And then it's going to... Are you holding a weapon?
Currently, no. I have a shield.
Alright, so... It sees Val on the ground over there, or Vlad. And it's going to step over you. 10, 15, 20,
Okay, 1 second.
25. You got something to oppie it?
Yes. Okay, yeah, I do. Okay, what do I want to do with it? 1 second. Is this any spell?
So it would be giving you an opportunity attack.
Yes. Cast a spell. Okay. Yeah, so I will. So it goes to leave. think I crush some crystals in my hand, which then form like these crystalline claws. Then I will slash at it.
All right, so you primal savagery. 16 will strike it.
Okay, we have this clicked right. Yeah, so since I'm using the shield now, I swapped Shillelagh for Primal Savagery out of my Altar Crystal.
Okay.
So that's clicked, okay. For 22 acid damage.
All right, it did not like the acid damage, but it is still gonna keep moving. So it goes to here, and it's going to swing at Vlad on the ground. Oh, not a very good roll, but I think 18. Oh no, he's got a 19. Wow, he's been so fucking lucky with these things. All right, once again, he's laughing, just rolling to the side right at the right moment. Because a big patch of snow just explodes next to him. Owl. Whose owl was that?
Vlad's.
Oh yeah, it's Vlad's owl. Yeah, what do you want the owl to do, Vlad / Zalafay?
I guess for now, where is it? It's up in these trees? Something.
Yeah, it's up in the northern trees up there.
Leave it there to look around.
Keep an eye out, alright?
Yeah, make sure nothing comes from the north.
Alright, so Vlad will get up at the end. Well, he'll be out of his laughter at the end of his turn, which unfortunately means he cannot stand just yet. As he finds the thing trying to hit him hilarious.
Okay.
Wait, where's the prone? So yeah, he is prone. Alright, so that's it for Vlad. Zalafay.
I'll backup plan spells. Okay, we'll as an action, I will Vortex Warp Vlad
Wow.
to I guess like here.
Wow. Alright, so he is warped near some logs up there. Is your action?
That's my action, and there's a bonus action for kinetic jaunt. Then I can move 40. So
Okay.
I'll move, let's see. Let's look up to here.
Meow.
Let's see how fast they are. That'll be it, I think.
Alright, and a Kate.
All right. So the one in front of me is wounded, but not badly wounded, right?
Yes. And it's currently angry, looks like it's angry at Titus.
Okay. Far be it from me to get in the way of that. I will attack it though,
Alright, so you go to punch the creature.
because what else am I gonna do?
Fair enough. Yeah, you would definitely punch it. Doing 4 bludgeoning.
Shadow Strider. Oof.
Uh,
14?
No, 14 is going to miss.
All right, and I will spend a key point to dodge.
Alright. It still seems pissed at Titus. I don't know if that changes your action.
Well, do I have the increased AC until the end of Titus's turn, or the
Till
end
the
of my turn?
Until the beginning of
Start of our
Titus's next turn.
Beginning of Titus's turn. I will not bother dodging. I'll flurry of blows.
Oh, now you're pressing your luck. Oh, that is a crit. Yeah, you just kick him right in the shin for 8 points. Second attack. Ooh, no, it's gonna miss.
Brutal. All right. And
All
then
right.
I'm gonna try to pretend like I'm not here.
Alright, well, luckily the giant is still more mad at Titus. He would gain back some hit points from regenerating. And he is going to take some swings at Titus. Great Axe comes hurtling down from above. Oh, yeah, that's probably going to hit. Slashing Titus for 28 points of damage.
All right. Oh, with Sim being gone, would I still have the temporary?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So 17 points. And a second attack. Oh, yeah, that's probably going to hit you as well, I believe.
All right.
So, oof. So a total of 62 points of damage to you. That was a much nastier hit.
It was.
And that's with the damage reduction. With the 11 temp.
Oh, that's with the reduction? Okay.
Yeah, so it would be 73 minus 11 is 62.
Alright.
Alright, so that is it for the giant. Into the new round, Barrel. Are you there, Barrel? Muted.
Is Titus looking wounded or bloodied or anything?
Getting close.
Yeah, he probably just like used all his energy to throw himself aside to avoid a direct hit there. But yeah, not wounded yet.
Can I drop the staff of healing at my feet
All right.
and draw my spear,
All right.
cast Shillelagh, and take a stab at this dude's ankle.
All right. You enchant your spear with magical energies and attack. Wow. 15 will strike, just barely. Oh wait, you have pack tactics. So 17 will definitely strike. Doing 6 points of damage, which halves to 3.
That's all. Okay, that's all I got. Hopefully giving
Yeah,
the
alright.
flank will help.
Stab him in the toe. Alright, that is it for Barrel. Why did it move Barrel again?
Move. What do you mean?
Wait, was it Barrel's turn or did I mess up?
I mean, that's when you had me go in the last round when we started combat. It was before, oh wait, was it before? Yeah.
I might have messed up. That's weird. Why is the owl up there now? I don't know. So I assume the owl's staying in the tree?
Yeah.
Alright, Vlad, what are you doing?
Wait.
Shit.
No. Hold.
Where's
If I
Yeah,
may,
Titus is after Barrel.
the Turner's not
reset.
moving.
Oh, is
But
that what happened?
Yeah, you had it right. Anikate.
Oh,
the
okay.
Giant barrel.
Alright,
then
let me just-
That would be me. Yeah.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. That's weird. Why did it go back to the top? Alright, whatever. Titus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grab Anikate and bait and switch again.
Whoa. Alright. So you spend another point baiting and switching. I assume Anna Kate's okay with it. And Anna Kate would. Are you giving her the AC or you this time?
I'm still gonna give it to Anna Kate.
All right, so Anna Kate, you would gain 6 AC as you are suddenly shunted to the, I guess, right of Titus. As he is now kind of defending you with that move. Anything else, Titus?
I will just start attacking this ugly bastard again.
All right. Yeah, 24 will connect, doing 21 damage on the first hit. Oh, no, that is going to miss as he backsteps. Oh, well, look at that. 3 20s in a row. Sure, why not? Yeah, that's going to crit, doing 30. And that will actually put him to near death.
And then the pommel strike.
Yeah, 18 connects with the pommel strike, smashing the side of his leg for another 17.
And I will just yell out, "We need fire!" And that's my turn.
Alright, this guy down here looks confused as to how Zalafay just poofed out so quick, so he's going to come rushing up to follow him. 40 feet. And he is going to... No, it can't reach barrel yet, so yeah, he's going to swing at Zalafay.
Alright.
I believe 20 will miss you.
It does.
Second swing. Oh,
Aha.
nice. So you dodge back and forth as this giant comes slamming its axe into the ground, but will miss you. Into the new round, we have the owl.
Stand there.
Alright, staying in the tree. Vladimir has finally got his senses back, looking around
Well,
like, what happened?
Okay, yeah, we'll firebolt the top one.
Alright, so I assume he stands up
Yes.
just to not get disadvantage.
Sniper. He gets a sniper position. He puts the.
Gets behind the log there and pew-pews. Or just one pew because it's firebolt.
He pulls out a tripod.
Yeah, puts his arm on the tripod and sniper scope on the top of his arm.
Where is it? He has it right. Let's see. Wait, maybe he doesn't. Wait, let me see. I thought he had it.
Does he not have firebolt?
I guess not, but he does
Oh.
have the other one. Okay. Distance 60. Sure.
Calculated.
Yes, control bonfire.
He has every other cantrip, but he doesn't have firebolt.
Don't
Interesting. Alright, so he's doing a
use that.
bonfire, which will be a dex save. Oh, the giant will dodge it. Go ahead and place where you want it to be.
Is there a thing?
There's a 5-foot spell effect.
Yeah, let me see. I'll look for it.
Alright, so that's it for Vlad. Unfortunately, Zalafay is next.
That's fine. This guy isn't within 5 feet of me, right?
This one is within 5 feet
Oh,
of you.
is he? Oh, that's he's the
He's
corner.
diagonally out.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, and I know his reach is 10 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll move 5 feet. And then I'll firebolt the top one.
Alright, so you back up a little as he's getting ready to attack again. Turn around and throw some fire at that guy.
There we go.
Oh, man. This guy's dodging all the fire.
Great. Okay.
So he dodges
And,
the campfire, then dodges a firebolt.
and then everybody. 3. And with my bonus action, we'll do a mass healing word at 3rd level. For 12. So everybody gains 12.
Alright, so Zalafe lets out some healing energies, healing you all for 12. Anything else?
That is it.
Alright, Anna Kate. Once again, you are being defended by Titus.
Once again, I was muted. I'm starting to get dizzy from Titus moving me back and forth. But I get it. All right, so here comes an attack.
I mean, she's kind of into Titus, right? So she's into it.
Yeah. Although
Swinging
like,
you back
now
and
is-
forth.
Not
Wah!
now, Titus. Not now.
All
In the
right.
middle of a fight.
Yeah. So 21 will strike, doing 10 points of damage on that, or 5 points, sorry, on that first punch. Then stabbing with Shadow Strider, doing 6 and 6. That will actually put it down.
Ah,
It falls down prone.
okay.
You do see it's still regenerating, but
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
the campfire will finish it off.
Yeah. I will run. Man, there's nowhere I can get. It's not difficult terrain.
Yeah, you got giant and snow and just
So
all.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Trudge, trudge, trudge.
45, 50. No, I don't want to use my last key point on dashing, so I'll just stay here.
All right, so you're trudging through the snow, and that's where you end. The frost giant would start its turn regenerating, but it would also take fire damage. How much fire damage does it take? Oh, wait, is that the end? Okay, never mind then.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So he stands back up. Oh shoot!
He does.
I'm actually still in his range, though.
You are. So yeah, he stands back up, not liking this fire. He's gonna go 15, getting off of it. Then he is going to... Let's see. Titus, you took him down, so he's gonna try to return the favor.
Well, isn't he in somebody else's space? No.
Not now, no.
No, I thought. Oh shoot!
Yeah, and he is 2 levels or 2 sizes larger, so he can move through your guys'
Oh, so
square.
he could. Yeah, right.
So he's gonna great axe. Ooh.
Don't they need 3 sizes, or is it 2?
That
It's 2
It's
sizes, but he still can't end in your square, but he can move through it without needing a tumbler overrun. So 20 will strike you,
yes, sir.
cutting you for 21 slashing. That's what you get for saying you haven't been hit yet. Second attack cuts you again, doing another 32, so 53 total. Maybe you should have given yourself the AC. But that is it for him, Beryl. And Titus is
will
looking
cast-
very wounded.
I'm gonna cast sphere. What is it? Flame sphere. Flaming sphere.
Wow. Alright, so you summon a flaming sphere, very quickly getting the giant's attention. As a...
This is by 1d6. So yeah, I'm gonna cast it at level 3.
Alright.
Try something.
So a fiery spear pops into existence. I assume it's going to be flying at the very wounded one.
Yeah, so then my bonus action, I'll cause it to fly. Boom. And then, that means he takes 2d6.
Well, he has to get a saving throw,
And
which is going to
so
be... What level did you
dexterity.
cast it at? 3rd?
3. Yeah.
So I think it's normally a second level spell.
Right.
Yeah, so that would be 3d6
3d6.
fire. Because it's
Okay,
normally
3d6.
2d6.
Okay.
But let's see if he makes it. Oh, wow, he does.
He takes half.
So he would take 5 points of fire, and he is burned by it.
All right. So then that's bonus action and action.
I think you have to
And-
move it to a space adjacent. I don't know. Can you move it into his square? I think it has to be in an unoccupied space.
Well, I can start it. Okay. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere appears in an unoccupied space. Yeah. So I've made it in an unoccupied space, and then if you ram the sphere into a creature. So yeah. So I guess I just took it to here.
Yeah, it would just be
Yeah.
adjacent to it.
That's
But
fine.
notice it says any creature, so that would include you if you're within
Yeah.
5 feet of it.
If
Well,
you
that's what
end
I
your
was about to
turn
say.
there. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I was about to say. So yeah, I was gonna actually put it there instead. But
Right on the
I was also
bonfire.
thinking of moving down in
Alright.
range of the other creature. Well, I
Oh.
didn't want to make more than one spot of difficult terrain for Titus to get around.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
I'm not criticizing or anything.
And I can move it up to 30 feet. So yeah, so I think that's good. That's my turn.
All
Just
right.
if it affects things, you would notice that Titus has been floating this whole time.
That's true. He
yeah.
does have his boots. Titus, you're hurting a little. What are you gonna do?
Well, I am gonna stab this guy who's still standing in front of me again.
Hurrah! All right, as he's being burned by the flaming sphere, you go to finish the job. A 19 would strike him. All right, he goes down.
All right. No, I will. I want to see how far it is. Cool. I'm gonna go right there. I'm floating, so I should be good, right?
All right, you float over the fiery spheres and the giant.
And then I will continue attacking with my next 2 attacks.
And you are brave. Nope, 13's gonna miss. 23 will strike though. Doing 22 slashing. Alright.
I will use a. Actually, I'm gonna save that. Now. but
Oh
I'll
wait,
take
sorry.
second-
This one is raging, so 11.
I'm just gonna second wind.
Alright, you draw upon some inner reserves. Gaining 2 plus your fighter level. Alright, so that's it for Titus. The giant here, kind of surprised by Titus's flying over to him, would also have seen Beryl summon that fire and go,
Yeah,
no,
I was
no,
about
no.
to say.
No, 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 Beryl. As
Smack me.
very large axe comes down upon you.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
You have a interesting well, alright, let's see if he hits you. Oh no.
Okay.
So 26. Oh yeah, you have a fire shield too, don't you?
Uh-huh.
So that's good at least. 25 slashing. Luckily not a very good roll. He would take 12 fire. Kind of regret his decision, but you know what? He's committed. He's going to swing at you again.
Okay.
Oh, and I need a concentration check. DC 12. That's really why he did this.
I did it so that he would take fire damage. That's the only reason I'm here.
Oh!
I'm a
Warcaster. So yeah, that would hold on to it. Second attack. Oh! That's gonna strike. Doing 11 to him. And he will do 35 back to you. Oof.
Okay.
His barrel is now looking a little bit wounded from these strikes. And a DC 17 con.
So I would lose the flaming sphere, but this guy has now taken fire damage twice. Yeah.
Yeah, so the flaming spear goes away, but yeah, you did some damage there. Alright, that's it for him. Into the new round, we have the owl who's hanging out. Vlad.
Eldritch Blast.
Pew pew pew. Surprise, surprise. Vlad ignores cover, right?
Yes.
Yes. I would
Okay.
say. I'm
I
guessing
think
so.
he has the War Mage wand, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it's that one. Yeah.
Wand of the War Mage.
Yes, he does. Yes.
So 2 of those would hit, the first and the third.
Okay.
Pew pew. So 11 and 6, 17.
We'll do it again. He's got.
Alright, so you spend
2,
2 and then keep blasting. Pew pew pew. No!
3.
So 18 will hit. Yeah, those were really bad. But 10 is something. You blast him again. The giant now looking over angrily at you. That's it for Vlad. Zalafe.
Vlad smirks, but is inwardly scared. Okay. I will then. I'll step forward. And we'll do. Gunfire. We'll do the same. Crystal acid swipe. Let's see. Other sheet. Okay. Other sheet. Where's the thing? There we go.
Yeah, you swipe him good, slashing with your crystal claws for 24 acid.
And then we'll.
That would wound him.
In giant, I'll say, "Angel, die here." Good times.
You taunt him.
I guess everybody's kind of too hurt to really bother healing right now, so I'll do nothing and save things from this one. That'll be it.
Alright, and Kate.
Oh, yeah, that's ready.
He will yell back at you, Vabrak, take you with me. And he turns angrily towards Zalafe.
Uh,
No, you won't.
I'm trying at the moment. I'm frantically trying to remember where I dropped Vile Song. Because I think it was in the middle of where the bonfire is.
Might have been. Did you use a
No.
drop token by chance?
I think I forgot to put it out
Would have
there,
been
but
north of that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it might have been up
was it
here.
right here?
I'm
I was
sure.
up against the tree, so that's why I was trying to remember which spot it was. But it's a magic item anyway, so I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't burn very easily.
this I might have to replace the bowstring.
It'll be
but-
gone now. Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, the fire?
The bonfire is.
Okay.
I think, yes.
The flame sphere is gone too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think I will. Yeah, I will run back up here to get it. 10, 15. So right here, and drop Shadow Strider and pick up Vile Song.
All right.
Because I'm probably not doing a lot of good up in the front in my current condition, so I will take 2 shots at it from here. Kensei shot.
And remind me, you do or do not ignore cover?
I do ignore cover because I'm
Okay,
sharpshooter,
that's
and
right.
I will make this a sharpshooter shot as well.
All right. So you take aim looking for a vital spot, and you would strike one with a 17. Hitting for... so piercing is
20.
halved.
Yeah, so 10 from the 21 divided in half is 10,
So
and
16.
then 6 from the acid.
All right, 16 damage. Pretty good shot. Second
And
shot.
then, yep.
Oh, but that...
Ah.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna miss.
That's awful.
Comes back to bite you. Anything else?
Yep. Nope. I'm gonna stay right here for now.
Alright, so Beryl, looks like the giant is now angry at Zalafe for his taunting. What are you gonna do? It was gonna hit you again, but yeah, Zalafe said something in giant, and the giant just looked over at him and roared something back.
Probably immune to cold, huh? So like,
Uh,
yeah, let me.
If you have nature, you can actually try to see if you know anything about these.
I'll just do something different. I mean, she has nature, but she's not going to think on it that hard. She's just going to assume that cold won't do any good. So, I'm going to pull a little. Well, I guess I'll drop my spear and then I'll pull a little figurine out of my pocket and fiddle with it as I cast.
Oh. So do you have the I believe you have the dragon engraving, right?
Yeah, I got one in the capital, or I got one somewhere. Maybe it was in the Shadowfell, and then I gave it to, was it Zalafe or Vlad? I forget who.
It was
And then I got another one when we were in the capital. So I haven't cast it since I got the new one before.
All right. And did we give you a draconic spirit token?
I think so. I think I only cast it once before, and I don't think we really did much RP with what it looked like and stuff. Maybe I just
Yes.
used it as
There is a
qualifying.
draconic spirit.
Right, but that wasn't mine.
Is it the same stats for both of you? Because I could just give you access to it.
I'm not sure. Let me see here.
Oh, here. You should see it now if you want to.
Yeah, it's a Draconic Spirit stat book. Okay, so let me define what that is. Sorry. Like, I feel like Beryl might have cast this once before, but it didn't, like, end up being pivotal.
Well, you should see draconic spirit under minion wild shapes. Minions and wild shapes in the resources. So just go ahead and place it where you're summoning it.
Yeah, I can't see the stats on that sheet. I just see the front bio. I'll go back to...
Oh, wait. I think I know why. How about now? Can you see it now?
I can get back to it. Yeah, now I can, but it doesn't have, like... I think that there's, what's the level of the spell? Okay. Your spell attack by the fire. So yeah, it does vary based on the caster.
Alright.
So yeah, it does vary based on the caster. But that's why I wanted to look it up. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Do I get to attack with it?
This goes after you, right?
Yeah, I believe it goes after you.
So when it says I can choose the kind, then I will do...
Here, you know what I'll
I
do?
guess gem.
I'll just duplicate it. And I will give you the duplicate. This way there'll be two of them. So I'll call this one Barrel's Draconic Spirit. And you'll be the only one who has control of this one. There you go.
Okay.
You should now see Barrel's Draconic Spirit. And you can mess with the sheet however you want. But yeah, go ahead
So
and...
he's gonna attack twice with...
did you
Oh, he's
place
gonna
him?
attack...
Go ahead and pull him onto the board where you're
Okay,
summoning.
alright, when I get back to that tab. Every time I start to go to a different tab, I gotta go back. Come on. World 20 hates me so much. Alright, so I'm gonna attack twice with Rend, and then once with the breath weapon, and
Alright, so your turn ends. Barrel's done.
no, and I'm trying to figure out. It says
Well,
that I need to choose.
the spirit doesn't attack till your turn's over.
Okay, thank you. I keep trying to read. When I cast the spell, I choose a family of dragons. So I'm not familiar with D&D dragons. So would Beryl know, like, what the benefit of chromatic versus gem versus metallic is?
I mean, they have different types of elemental attacks.
Right. So if
Uh,
she knew that stuff, then she would choose one that would make sense in this scenario, not cold damage. You know.
You know the spell. You have the spell. You can pick any of those things. So just,
Right. But does she know what picking those things means? Because I don't, as a player.
you have the spell, so yes.
yeah, she
That's
would.
why.
Yeah,
That's why
so-
I'm asking
yeah,
what
okay.
she would know.
Yeah, she would know.
Would she know if one of them would have like fire damage, for instance?
Yeah, is it? So you just pick a color and you get the element of that color. Is that how that
It
works?
just says I can pick between chromatic gem or
Uh,
metallic.
that,
All
these
that changes is
it's
the damage and resistance. That's all it is. You're picking the damage type. That's it.
Let me see.
yeah this is a spell like the the new spells that where there's a separate stat block just for this
Right.
spirit. So whatever it says for that spirit is what it is. It's not like
Right. But that's just it. The spirit says depending on what you chose. The
No, I know.
resistances, but it doesn't say anything about if it affects the attack.
you'll have to look up the draconic spirit in the
I linked-
compendium.
I
I
linked
think.
what I just linked was the Draconic Spirit stat block from D&D Beyond, because the one in Roll20, like, I don't know, it looks different to me. If it doesn't affect his attacks, that's fine. That's why I was asking. Is
So
because-
see where it says damage resistances, and then it says
Yes, I
chromatic,
understand that
chromatic and metallic only.
right?
It's
right,
all of those. It's
Okay.
resistant to all of those.
I don't care about his resistances. I care about his attacks.
Okay, so on the
yeah.
Breath weapon.
on the
yes.
breath weapon down there, it says.
Uh-huh.
You pick one type.
Okay, so then I pick fire. That was my question: is if I get to pick fire.
Yeah. So you can pick fire.
Okay. So then, bonus action, Beryl will step back and leave the Draconic Spirit
All right.
in her wake. And I can't control the spirit that I just put out.
All right. So Barrel's turn ends, I believe, and your spirit would go. And you said you're going to do a multi-attack or a breath weapon,
Yes.
and use its breath weapon. Okay. So yeah, it goes to strike. Doesn't look like the spell attack is set. What's your bonus from your spell attack? This is proficiency plus your wisdom, I believe.
Breath
My
weapon does
spell
the same.
attack bonus is 8.
8. So 20 would strike with the first attack. And 17 would strike with the second one. Doing 13 and 15 piercing, which is going to be half to 6 and 7, so 13 damage. As this spirit comes out slashing, and then it's going to breathe fire, which will give him a dex save. Alright. Oh, no, he is going to fail, taking 8 points of fire. Alright, so I assume that is it for the spirit.
I can't control him.
I'll fix that in a second. Titus, could you
So-
go into
no,
the sheet and adjust that stuff for him?
I will. Yeah, once I can look it up. Yeah, but I want him to move. He's not where I want him placed.
Oh, alright. Where do you
That's why
want
I was
him?
asking for control. Over closer to Titus.
So, like, up here?
Yeah.
Okay. So... Yeah, I'll work on that, but Titus, what are you gonna do?
Alright, now that Barrel's out of harm's way, it seems, I will grab Zala and bait and switch if he'll let me.
Sure.
Alright.
Get out of there, Zala.
And that's my last superiority die. It's going to Zala. Not my
Alright.
best roll, but
So
then,
you give some AC.
yep, and we swap spots. I was right here.
What's the AC on your Draconic Spirit? I guess I could just put NPC
14
AC.
plus 5. So 19.
All right. You should be able to change it in the
I'm
thing,
working
so
on it. I'm working on it.
it should adjust that now. All right. So you should now have your Draconic Spirit token. All right. Sorry, Titus. You are going to slash bait and switch. Yeah.
I need. Whenever Zal is ready, I just go into his spot. He goes into mine, and then I will just start attacking the guy with the halberd.
All right. So you rush forward, kind of putting Zalafe behind you, giving him that extra AC. 12 is going to miss on the first attack. Zala is back here. You're over here. 17 will strike with the second one. For 18 slashing. And the third attack, 23 will strike again, or 9 slashing. I keep forgetting about rage.
Yeah.
And
now I have a quick question. What does it take for me to pop a healing potion?
Action.
It's an action? Alright.
Yeah. Any potion is an action, unless it states otherwise in the potion.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I will just keep going with the pommel strike.
Whapa. Yeah, 24 strikes with the pommel strike, doing another 9. Definitely getting his attention off of the spirit. Alright, that's it for you.
That's everything.
Alright, the giant's bloodied but unbowed. Bound? I forget what the saying is going to turn towards Titus and try to cut him up with a very large axe. 22. 30 slashing on the first attack.
Alright.
Do you have temp HP? It says 11 for some reason.
It didn't get edited on that, but no, I don't.
Okay.
It was used up earlier.
Second attack. Oof, 26 is going to land, and I think 18 is going to drop you.
It brings me down.
He is then going to step over this way, turning towards the Draconic Spirit and ending his turn. New round, Vlad.
One-handed. Give me a second. There's a baby. Okay, so
Sniper wall baby.
Yeah, we'll do more blasts. I'll just blast.
Alright, so you're gonna strike with all 3 of those, blasting him mercilessly for 19. And that will drop him.
Beautiful.
So he falls to the ground, though still regenerating. Anything?
The spirit burned him with fire.
It did, yeah.
Oh! Right. On all that confusion, I didn't even realize that was a fire attack. Alright. So then he is down. Ending the battle. What do you all want to do?
I'll heal. Let me.
Is Titus unconscious?
Oh yeah, Titus is unconscious.
I'm about to.
So Titus is dying. Vlad can't, I don't think can do anything else, but I'm assuming Zalafe is going to.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. I never did this beginning of the day. Double check one thing. What do we have? 3 and 5. Okay, so. Okay, we'll give him a elixir of healing. Where is it? Here we go.
Right.
The 5. So you gain 10 healing and 11 temp.
So Titus, taking the experimental elixir, will rise from his grave, though feeling terrible as you have a level of exhaustion.
Alright, back on my feet.
So what do you all want to do?
How's everybody feeling? That was a pack a punch.
Ugh, I was really hoping he was gonna miss me on that last one. Fucking hurt.
I think we all were.
Titus kind of limps forward, saying,
If no more are
So-
around, I could use a small rest. Just about anywhere would feel nice to lay down.
Can I do? Is it Arcana or Nature for what kind of giant was that teleported in?
that would be Arcana.
Okay, I'll do an Arcana check. Let's see. Aha, 31.
You believe that was something called a Shadow Giant, which is a cursed race of giants from the Feywild.
The Feywild.
Let's see, what do you know about them? One moment. Pull up the stats for this giant. Alright, here we go. Giants. So what would you know? You know that they are magically inclined creatures, very powerful. Not often able to plane travel like that one did. Generally, they are more of a creature that relies on confusion during battle, using a lot of magical effects that require wisdom saves.
I think it's the Feywild and not the Shadowfell.
No, they are originally Feywild, but they are
Okay.
cursed. They were cursed by a deity long ago to wander the Shadowfell, so they did end up there.
Okay.
Here, let me see if I can just link some stuff.
Has
I
anybody
do
seen
have
one of
some-
those giants before?
I do have some lore here.
Where'd Sim go?
Oh, where is Sim?
Actually, I
course.
think I could just show it to you. So yeah, if you read the flavor text under it, it kind of talks about them. As for what you might know about their combat abilities, yeah, so they use a lot of confusion type effects that rely on wisdom saves, and you would know they are resistant to cold and necrotic.
It looks like it was taken. Perhaps the Shadowfell? That's where these creatures tend to hang out, I believe.
As you are talking, a voice would say, "You all, get out of sight," and he would motion for you to come towards him. As you see, kind of off to the side here, near the tree, a dwarf, a big axe on his back, and big backpack. Looks like some kind of ranger.
Out of sight of what? Are they all dead?
He says, "I don't know. There were more of them before, but I think some of them left. Still, they could be wandering the area. Name's Boulder Bottom, Raldo."
Aha. We came to find you.
"Oh? Why's that?" And he kind of looks at you all suspiciously. He says, "I paid off all my bills. Those gambling debts are taken care of."
None of that. A job.
"Oh." He says, "Well, I'm kind of under contract right now. I was looking for a good opportunity to head back to Dazoric, keeping an eye on these giants to try to figure out what I could." That's when you all kind of showed up.
We were understanding you were leading people to the camps, no? We
This
talked
is,
to your employers, I believe.
Yeah, we came here with a bunch of spies, or with a bunch of scouts, though unfortunately the giants found most of them. It seems like having all those heads gives them a better ability to sniff out stealthers. He says, "I was just lucky enough to be better at hiding than the rest of my people. I'm pretty sure they were all captured or eaten."
I do an insight check to see if I think this guy
Yeah.
Just hiding.
Go ahead, give me insight.
Were you just watching us die?
He says, yeah, I thought you guys were damn fools to attack the giants with so few people. But I guess I misjudged you, because you didn't do half bad. You all survived. So sorry, I just didn't want to reveal myself until I knew it was safe and that I wasn't going to die with you. So that was a pretty impressive fight.
Oh, thanks.
You should have seen the demon baby.
Yeah.
He says, demon baby. I don't even want to ask about that.
Story for another time.
So you would learn some stuff from your interactions with him and your high insight roll, which I'll put on his sheet.
Okay.
But he says, I guess we should probably head back to Dazoric and let them know what happened here. I don't think any of my people are alive, so I don't know if there's any point in going to look for them. You guys, you seem like you're a good group if you came up here and helped take out all these giants for us. So maybe I can help you.
We're heading into the... What were they called? The lands to the west, was it?
Into the mountains?
Or the
Yeah.
Roa calls.
Do you say Roa calls to him? Is Beryl?
No. Beryl's looking at these bodies and trying to figure out if she can collect essence.
You can. It would be a nature check.
Yeah. As a player, I forgot what they were called, but I probably...
Yeah, that was
So,
me out of character giving you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like your character would know what we've been talking about.
I would definitely mention, the row calls for Dwarven
This
Ruins.
is Roa calls the old dwarven city. What business she got there?
I think we'll work under it, but we must get there first.
Give me a persuasion.
Okay. I do not have it. Let's do it. No guidance, but that is a crit.
Nice.
He says, Roa calls. He says, you know that place is infested with fire giants and Dweger, right? Not exactly a friendly jaunt. What the hell are you looking for down there?
An entrance to a tower.
Now he really seems interested. This tower. What tower?
Ancient. Ruins. Powerful. Relics of the ancient past.
Says the Rune Masters. You're trying to get to the Rune Master Tower.
Ah, you know of it.
I do. Who in the hells are you people? You come in here stomping on giants like they're almost nothing, and you're looking for an ancient tower lost to time.
I believe we're called what? The tribe, I believe. The tribals? The tribe? The tributary? The tribe. Yes?
The
It's a little
tributary.
suspicious. It's a little suspicious when you don't know what our name is.
Yeah, who are we
I just
again?
have to
Oh
say.
yeah, the tribe, the tributary.
Can I do an insight check to make sure he's who he says he is?
Now he's inciting.
I'm-
Now he's inciting you guys. He's like,
Paul is helping Titus with his insecurity.
no, it's the
Like, I wasn't
tribe.
sure either.
Give me an insight check if you want.
We're all changelings.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. He says, yeah, the tribe. You guys are the ones that had the encounter in Issac, right? I heard about some kind of issues with the undead city and some kind of crazy people helping to free it. Is that you all?
Crazy sounds right. Yes.
Says, I've heard a lot about you. There's a lot of stories. Guessing at least some of them were true with how you were fighting all those giants. Well, what are you paying for this crazy suicide mission?
Well, what's the going rate on suicide missions?
He says, normally I would just refuse such a request. but I'm kind of interested. From what I've heard of you and from what I just saw, you guys, you might be someone who can actually get this done. Which path do you plan to take? Or do you even know what the paths are yet?
We don't know the paths overground yet, but we think we generally know what to do once we're underground.
Oh, I guess, okay, so you already said you're going to Roic Halls. He would say,
Yeah.
there is another way to get to the tower, though I'm not sure it's much safer. It goes through the lands of an ancient red dragon, and a whole lot of kobolds that worship it.
I think we heard that too. Yes.
He says,
Cool.
I myself got to the tower once. Never went in it, mind you, but I saw it from a distance, going through Roic Halls, sneaking through there in my youth, back in my adventuring days. So I do know of the tower and where it is.
Our thought, I believe, was to tackle the giants and avoid the dragon.
So, well, I don't know if you're going to be able to fight all the giants down there, but
I mean, you take them one by one, toe by toe, and eventually they fall.
it's a lot of toes. I mean, if
Well,
you...
like, I'll say some like old dwarven proverb about like destroying giants or something, like hack them at the knees or something.
give
No
me
worry,
a...
Boulder Bottom. You can hide the whole time, just like now.
Says, yeah, I am pretty good at hiding, but give me a... If you're doing an old dwarven proverb, give me another... Give me a... Well, what's your... You have history, right? Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. Let me unclick items.
As he appreciates your proverb.
Let's do it. Advantage.
19.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
And he says,
Actually, let's just because it's funny. I'll make that a 24.
24. Oh, with your...
Yeah. I'll click it.
Your what's it called? Yeah, Flash of Genius. He says, yeah, I think I can help you out. I don't know. I haven't done a job like this in a long time. In fact, I don't think I've ever done a job like this. So as for going rate, I'll have to think on that a little. Are you heading back to Dazoric? Or are you just planning to head out from here? Because I was thinking I should tell my family about what happened here. Give them a report.
I'll turn to Beryl. Don't we have a fast way back?
Beryl would need rest before Beryl can take Tribe back, but because Beryl and Sim went to Tyvanis this morning, and back.
This is fast way. Are you one of those, are you some kind of spell casting kobold? He says, looking at Beryl, now curious.
I thought you were watching battle.
He says, yeah, it's true. You did summon some fire. But teleporting, that's pretty powerful stuff, isn't it?
There's still
That's
a
why Beryl
dragon
can't do again right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
hanging in the air.
What did you say?
Isn't there still a dragon spirit hanging in the air? From
That's
there?
true. It's just sitting there. Rah, rah. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. But still, teleporting is quite a bit more powerful than, well, maybe not. Since I don't know fuck all about magic, leave me alone. All right. You need a rest. I guess we could try to camp here, and then if you get us there quicker, that would be preferred.
Beryl needs to rest for a long time. Maybe better for Tribe to start travel back.
How
Oh.
long is the trek back? Is it
It is 2 days.
it's 2 days.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, then
So it's
perhaps maybe Tribe should track Boulder Bottom friends that Boulder Bottom think maybe not alive anymore, but Tribe
we
could spend
could.
rest of today.
he nods.
What do here?
He says, we could look. Some of them might have been captured.
Look for clues on where other giants went and what happened to other human and dwarven friends.
He kind
Were
of
humans
looks... Go ahead, sorry.
Was rest of group humans?
Says, yeah, mostly members of the Dazoric Guard. More elite trained humans with scouting abilities.
Beryl
Sadly, not elite enough. He sighs.
Beryl thinks Tribe should rest short time, and then maybe follow tracks to see if any more clues from giants and missing guards available. And then after tribe pass night camping, tribe can return to Sark in morning if wanted.
Says, well, funny you should mention west, because a bunch of these giants who didn't stay headed back towards the west. So I'm assuming they were going back up into the mountains where all these giants are, where they come from. But yeah, if we need to rest a bit, you all did take a beating in that fight, so maybe we spend an hour here, let you get back on your feet.
Beryl will curl up on the rock that the draconic spirit has been warming up.
Okay, so...
Did I manage to collect anything during that conversation?
Ah, right. So 4 giants.
Yeah, okay, for you. I'll be back.
Let me see. What did you roll for your check? 24. It's about 90%. So you would get... quite a large amount of frost giant essence from them.
Nice.
Often good for making certain infusions and spells.
Okay.
I was going to say frost-based, but you can really use it for anything. Also, were you searching them for their stuff as well? Or just...
Yeah, if we're going to rest here, we might as well.
Yeah.
Sure. Give me... I guess you just use your passive 23. So you don't have exhaustion, right?
No.
Alright.
She went down to 1 hit point while she was in elemental form, but Beryl stayed above the border.
Alright. So... they have their armaments, which are not of much use to any of you because you came and pick them up. They have their skins, like really big hide armor, which again are way too large for you to do much with. They also would have some pouches on them. So if you search through those, they have... roll something. They have some food. It doesn't look like it's too tasty. Like basically kind of a mixture of raw meats and preserved rations, like probably like the torso of a deer or something, as well as some salted and dried foods, which would be more...
Right. Preserved, yeah.
So the preserved stuff, there are... it's actually quite a bit because they're a lot bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
But converted down for you guys would be 14 days worth.
14 times 6 or 14 rations?
14 total.
Oh, okay. So not very much. Okay.
Like basically
I'll
2
drop
weeks of food. Probably to them it was like a day or 2 each.
2 weeks of food for one person. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. I will ask Titus to unroll the portable hole, and I'll put that in with the rest of our preserved rations. But I'll leave the raw stuff, or the unpreserved stuff.
Alright, you also find something else. I just have to check something really quick.
You should freak out Boulder Bottom and call down your wyvern I can't remember the name of right now.
It's hiding back there. Well, then it might get shot.
Validate.
He does have a big
No.
crossbow.
Oh,
What the hell is that?
Bear would be like, okay, Mr. Boulder Bottom, tribe has additional friend in sky. Don't react. Is nice friend.
Titus is pissed.
Feel
at
free
this
to
guy
react if it's
hiding with a
if it's positive.
crossbow.
What's the
Not even help.
what's the blue gem called?
Sapphire?
Sapphire. I kept thinking something else. So they have some gems on them as well, which I will put in chat.
If this son of a bitch shot this giant before it hit me with the axe, I wouldn't have gone down. It would have been dead.
It's true.
I'm thoroughly pissed.
So they have a couple of sapphires, which seem fairly valuable, that you don't think they carved. More likely they found them or stole them, and a topaz.
Okay.
And that's all they have as far as you can tell.
I'll drop those in the party inventory unless anyone comes up and says they want them. Like
So
Barrel's pulling stuff out.
Raldo would say, another ally. What do you mean?
Barrel's friend Flies in Sky is very nice dragonkin, just like Barrel.
He looks impressed. He says, Dragonkin.
Yes,
Can
Barrel
I-
is dragonkin.
He says, can I see your friend?
Barrel will call out something in Draconic, I guess. And
Alright, so you give the command, and your wyvern comes flying in. Immediately, Boulder Bottom has a look of amazement. He says, a wyvern? You trained a wyvern?
well, Barrel had help from Hunter's Guild. Very good trainers.
Says, wow, that's impressive, little one. I didn't think much
When
of you for being a kobold, but I don't think even I, or anyone I know has ever been able to train a wyvern. You got,
when Saladin
go ahead.
lands, I'll give her the fresh meat.
She just starts snapping it up. And just starts eating the deer carcass. He says, you say Daybreak hunters helped you train it.
Mhm.
Makes sense. I hear they're really good. Through your insight, Anakate, what's your passive insight?
My passive is 13.
Oh, does anyone... I see Barrel's insight of 13. Does anyone have higher than that?
Insight?
Insight is 17.
17?
Wait, I think I have insight. Do I? Yes, my passive insight is 17.
Alright, so, yeah, 17 would be enough. So you learned something else about him from observing, which I added to his NPC sheet. He says, is it safe? Can I pet the beast?
Barrel will give Saladin a command to, basically, this is a friend, and then she'll tell Worldo he can approach.
Alright, so he cautiously moves up. He says, I've had to kill a lot of these things. I don't think I've ever seen one that was tamed. What's his name? Or her name?
Saladin.
Saladin. He gives her he has a big old smile on his face as he pets the side of her cheek, and she
Like the poison plant, because Saladin's tail is poison.
says, "Aye, they sure are." Looking a little bit nervously at her tail.
She twitches it as she munches on the meat.
Nom, 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 nom,
It's
nom.
also very sharp.
Yeah, very, very sharp, very dangerous creature. Good girl, Saladin. I guess you didn't want her fighting because you didn't want to risk her safety. I understand that.
Saladin's still young.
This is very interesting. Well, yeah. If you're all up for it, we could go try to track down some of the other hunters, see if they're still alive, or at least figure out where the other giants went.
Try to finish quick rest,
Small
yeah.
rest, yes.
Says, that's right. All right, let's take some time first then. He kind of sits down and just gets near one of the bushes in the area to, kind of hide himself a little as he sharpens his axe. So we're resting here? Is that the plan?
Maybe
Yeah.
in ruins of one of the buildings, whichever building has the most walls left.
There is actually a building that is still kind of standing down here at the south where you
Oh,
first came in.
That one.
Are there any others standing? Oh, yeah, there's one over here.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking
So there are a
Oh, there's
couple, actually.
several, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so
Whichever's
you...
closest is fine, yeah.
Yeah, sure. You take up residence in one of the buildings. Let me see if anything happens. Titus continues to give dirty looks to
I don't like
Waldo.
that at all. So,
like, why did you let me? You should have shot the guy.
yeah. Like, we're surrounding it, it's almost dead, and you see its axe coming down on my head. You could have just fired your little crossbow, you son of a
And this is how we pass the rest.
Are you saying anything to him, or are you just
Muttering.
giving him looks?
No, I'm just gonna. I'm sitting there grumbling to myself. not
Grumbling
saying
under your breath. All right.
anything.
So an hour will pass without issue. It is now 3:30, I'll say, after all is said and done. Go ahead and spend a short rest if you want. Benefit from it.
8. Rolling all 4 of these. And probably some of these.
Says, there's plenty of trails to follow. Huh? Is what right?
Is it our second short rest today?
I
did
think
I
it
not
should be your
restore my hit?
first.
I don't
Yeah,
think,
I might not have
Oh my
restored my hit
God.
die last time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you arrived here, and I don't think you had
Yeah.
an encounter on the road, so yeah, this
I
should
don't
have been
think
your
so either.
first.
All right, I have no idea why it did this, Lou, but it only rolled the D10s. When I first saw that 29, I was like, "Oh my God, that's horrible." But it didn't roll the D8s, so I'm adding them back, and then I'm gonna manually roll them. Just
All right, yeah, that's fine.
making sure.
Do you have your sheet set to distinguish your two different types of dice for your multi-class?
I do. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it can be kind of wonky.
All right. So I'm up to 30. Wow. It's bad rolls. Bad rolls.
All right, so Raldo kind of collects his stuff from one of the houses and says, all right, I'm pretty good at tracking, so I can probably lead us, unless any of you are also master survivalists, which wouldn't surprise me. Of course you are, little one. He smiles.
Harold can do anything.
It's like you got a fucking wyvern following you around, so shouldn't
Beryl
surprise
can't
me.
do anything. Beryl can't teleport like Sim did. Beryl can't pew pew like energy balls like Zala does, and Vlad.
He says, you know, I don't see too many kobolds with magical ability. Are you some kind of ranger like myself?
No, Beryl gets energy from Earth. The nature and animals and plants
Gaian.
give Beryl power.
Like
From
a
Gaia,
druid.
yeah, not Earth. Yes, Beryl has heard this term before. Kobold's not used this term, but yes, Beryl thinks this is what
As I
druid
know,
means by the humans.
I know they have shamans. Don't think I've met a kobold druid before. In any case, sure, you can help me. So go ahead and let's see. You're traveling from this area, so I'll just delete you all. Your draconic spirit poofs at this point.
Oh yeah, but it kept us warm for the rest.
Yeah, just kind of.
I guess I've got the thermal cube anyway.
Yeah, you're just blasting heat around you. Wow. So go into theater of the mind as you attempt to track these giants. Go ahead, give me a survival. It's very easy to find their tracks, even though it's been a couple of, maybe even days at this point. Raldo rolled pretty well. You rolled pretty well too. So yeah, you and Raldo are working together, following the trail. As you are going, it does seem like they are heading back towards the mountains. After a few hours, you think they have quite a lead on you.
Any sign that live humans are still traveling with them?
It doesn't look like it. You don't see like footprints like they're being marched. They're probably either being carried or they're dead at this point.
Mr. Raldo, is normal for giants to carry prisoners or march prisoners?
Says normally they just kill them and stick them in their bags as meat, which is what I assume happened to him. I didn't see him die, but I know that the giants were able to find a bunch of them. The others, I think one guy got away, ran towards Dezoric, so hopefully he's okay.
Well, Beryl is.
Did you see anyone on the road by chance?
Did we?
No,
I don't
you didn't.
remember.
I think so. No.
We did not.
Beryl is willing to keep looking in case any are alive, but if Roldo is sure they are dead, then maybe
As
I don't know.
well.
What does Tribe think?
Not sure. They could be lost in the woods too. Wouldn't surprise me if maybe some of them just ran when the giants came and went into the woods. But I haven't seen anyone come back other than the giants who've just been kind of walking around, almost like they were waiting for someone. It was odd.
That dwarven city
Well-
isn't going anywhere. We could take a little time, see if we can find them.
He
What,
nods.
Yeah,
What
with our
time is-
tracking skills, would not we have been able to see like any that fled, maybe some trace of that having happened, or which direction they went from the scene, or from the trail where they might have been being marched?
At this point, you've been following the giant trail. You can go back and look for human trails, see if you find any.
Gotcha. Sorry, I thought that we were following the giants for the purpose of like finding humans. So
Yeah,
guess-
I mean that was
I
kind of
guess
what
that's
you were
I was
doing.
gonna be looking for was
But-
the human.
Yeah, what he was saying is that there may have been a trail somewhere else that was not made by prisoners, but by people escaping. So do you want to go work on that rather than following these giant tracks?
What time of day is it?
At this point, I'll say it's probably around 5:30. You've been doing this for about 2 hours.
4:30
Just
p.m.
have-
Oh yeah, that's a dumb question.
Just to
Sorry.
have a bit of the night.
My brain is mush.
Yeah, you probably have it's summertime, so you probably have like 2 or 3 hours before sundown. Even up here in the north.
Yeah, so Beryl only following Giant Trail because Beryl thought Tribe was looking for survivors. So if there is possibility survivors fled, Beryl wants to look for those tracks in case Tribe can help survivors. But that's just Beryl's vote. What does everyone else think?
Anyone
about
who managed
2
to get
hours.
away is probably heading back to the Zoric on their own. And if they were all out with this party to do what they were doing, they'll probably be all right to make it there unless they're with the giants.
Were you saying something, Zalafe?
But just that we have time. At least have time for the night. We at least have a few hours to look.
Yeah. Yeah, Beryl can't do anything until after Tribe Camp for night, so might as well spend the rest of evening trying to find any clues Tribe can find.
Sounds good.
Alright.
If we think any survivors would have fled towards the Zoric, do we want to keep following giants to see if Tribe finds any more clues, or
Sounds like if they survived, they will not be with the giants.
yeah?
Agreed. I don't think anyone that the giants had caught are still alive, unless they were looking to take prisoners, which those brutes aren't usually. This is also those weren't normal frost giants. Those were, I don't know, some kind of strange mutations. I've seen them before, but not for a long time. He says, I forget what they're called. But yeah, we don't generally even see normal frost giants around here, let alone the mutated ones.
So, Tribe.
Monstrous.
I guess Beryl was asking if Tribe wants to follow giants or go back towards the Zoric to find other survivors, or something else.
I would vote for going back toward the Zoric,
I agree with that.
personally.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think you were planning to teleport there, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah, but Beryl can't do that till
Yeah.
Tribe camps. Yeah.
So we can rest.
All right.
Well, we'll head back toward Dazoric and look for people, and then when we're done, teleport back.
Yeah.
Or head back to the lumber camp. You mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to see if we can find survivors.
So you head back there, hoping to find a trail of some kind. Give me another set of survival checks. As you do find actually a trail with your 23 passive, but it is going north into the woods, and it is very much buried by some of the fresh fallen snow, so it's not an easy trail. 21.
Do we
Boulder
think it was
bottom.
a giant or?
No, this looks like it was a human. Boulder Bottom says, yeah, this could be one of them. Looks like he went north.
If we don't go after it now, it's gonna be buried by the morning.
He
If
nods.
if fled north in Thier, is there a place to north to take shelter, or is likely in trouble? Why would
So-
human flee north? Is I guess does Raldo know reason?
Geraldo says, my guess is that he was on the north side of the lumber camp. And when the giants started grabbing up people, he just ran in the
Just wanted
direction,
distance.
away from them. That would be,
Okay.
because I don't think there's no other settlements I know further north. It's just woods till you hit the mountains.
Let's go find the poor fellow. First, we can take him.
Yes, let's try to follow.
All right.
Is only trail tribe has found.
So, you begin moving north following the trail. Give me another survival check, because it's getting harder to follow this. Oh, look at Beryl. Yep, Beryl is keeping track, even with the loss of visibility and signs.
Humans smell funny. Beryl smells them from far
There
away.
you go. I assume your wyvern is kind of following you as well.
Whatever she feels like, either down with us on the ground or kind of circling above-ish, but not super high. Like, I don't want to draw attention to us from afar.
Yeah. So it looks like the trail ends where the human is on the ground. And you would have noticed bits of blood. So you think this human was wounded by something.
Oh.
At one point, the trail ends. It looks like he may have succumbed to his wounds, though you don't see a body there, nor do you see like a bunch of blood. Instead, what you see is a large... Actually, wait. Give me another survival check.
Oh,
Let's see if you can interpret this.
I wasted my 18 on medicine thinking we were finding a body. Survival, you said?
Yeah. Alright. Oh, Boulder Bottom's got you.
Only a 5. Yeah, only a 5 on that roll.
So yeah, you're looking around, you're like, what the hell? Boulder Bottom says, there's some movement over here, and he points to like where a trail looks like it's partially hidden. He says, I think it was a giant. Did a pretty good job of hiding his tracks.
Just one giant this time? Other trail was
nods.
many giants, yes?
He says, looks like just one.
Let's go.
Giants don't tend to hide their trails.
No, they don't.
Intriguing.
This is weird. It looks like he maybe took the human and went northwest of here.
Oh. Try follow?
Investigate.
He says, well, this trail is more fresh, so I think we might still be close. Alright.
Does tribe want super sneaky?
Probably not the worst idea. The jump on the guy.
Stealthy,
All right.
stealthy.
Raldo, stand close.
Nods. What you got for me, Cobalt? Sorry, your name's Beryl, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I should be calling you Beryl. Just not used to kobolds that aren't trying to claw my eyes out. So this is kind of a new experience for me.
Cobalt
don't
trying
follow
to
my
claw
theory.
eyes out probably was scared of Raldo. Maybe
This is-
misunderstanding.
Oh.
Definitely.
I feel like kobolds are scared of everything. But maybe that's just the
Because
ones I
everything
met.
doesn't like kobolds.
Yeah, that's probably true. Alright, so you cast Pass Without Trace following this trail, which
That way we can move a little faster, I guess. Not too slowly.
the trail seems to lead to a cave nearby. With
So only sign of one giant's tracks.
yeah, just one giant's tracks. It seems like there's a fire burning in the cave as you see smoke coming out of it. All
Should I
those
want
like,
Beryl to-
poor bastards probably getting cooked.
Is this dinner
Maybe-
or reception? We'll see.
Maybe Beryl scout or Beryl and Raldo. Beryl and whomever
Why don't-
wants to scout.
Why don't we sled Vlad's owl? And
Oh yeah.
Vlad says, very well. I shall. Oh wait, no, his owl would be gone by now. It's been several hours. He'd have to. Or wait, is that no? He doesn't
it
use
not a
wild
familiar?
shape. That's right.
Yeah,
He has an actual familiar. All right, so sure. He says, "Go, snowy owl." As the owl flies
I
in.
mean, with Pass Without Trace, Beryl cannot roll below a 27 stealth. Just throwing that out there.
I didn't realize that. Feel free to go. I mean, I'm even if you could, I have no problem with you going. I was just making a
I
suggestion.
mean, but I guess yeah. Like, if let's see what the owl sees for starters, I guess, and then
Alright.
we'll go ahead and kill the party familiar while its owner is away.
So Vlad,
there.
go
I
ahead.
shall watch. I shall watch the owl.
Alright, so yeah, the owl flies into the cave as Vlad kind of puts his finger to his temple and his eyes turn white. He says, it seems our scout is alive. He's bandaged up. Looks like his arm is in a splint, and there's a fire burning, but he is unconscious. Or at
That
least
definitely
Giant
seems
hell.
strange.
he says,
Let's go.
We got time to kill the giant.
and as he says that, a large pile of snow moves near you, and a voice says, it is because I put him there. And a big old giant emerges. And he says, stow your weapons. I do not mean you harm. My name is Tyron. And yes, he is speaking common. And he has a bit of an accent, like a northern Norse person might sound. He says, I am a frost giant. I've actually been watching your group for a while. I was unsure if I could trust you or not, but you seem to be allies of this man who I saved from the others.
I've not met him, but yes, Tribe would prefer maybe Scout Liv.
He says, I come from the west of here. I was actually tracking this group of everlasting ones, as they call themselves, trying to figure out what they were doing down in the human territories. I saw them attack your settlement, though there wasn't much I could do, even though I am talented, I don't think I could take on that many of my enemies myself. He says, what are all of you doing up here? What is your business with these giants?
Saving the people.
Giants attacking caravans and settlements and forts.
He says, yes, they've been acting strange lately. Usually our kind stays to the mountains, but I have noticed recently these followers of, what's his name, Vabrak, have started moving out of the mountainous areas.
So why did I mention that name? What is Vabrak.
Tribe
Says,
also encounter hill giants and fire giants.
in this area?
Further east.
So he'll look to you, Zalafe. He says, well, Vabrak is the name of a twisted troll god that these everlasting ones sometimes work with to gain power, corrupting themselves by eating trolls to gain their regenerative ability and a good amount of strength and rage.
That's one way to do it.
This is quite disgusting. But you said you saw a fire giant to the east of here?
Seem to maybe be leader or director of a group of hill giants who raided caravans and take supplies from dwarves.
Yes.
Strange.
But we had was it a juggernaut, something like that? Dreadnought. Some
Dreadnought.
yes, large fire giant.
This is one of the elites. Yes, I'm familiar with them.
Shield.
This is
Never
there.
found the fellow, but he was leading them.
Most likely from the old dwarven halls. And Raldo would say, you mean name is shoot, why did I forget the name? What's the name? Well, Roak. He says, you mean the Roak halls? And he says, if that's what they're called. I just know the old dwarven city that existed during the last cycle. Many of the fire giants and Dwager now take refuge there. He nods. He says, why would they have people that far east? And why work with hill giants? This is intriguing, as Tyron kind of thinks about it. He says, well, I should probably get back to my clan and let them know what's is happening here.
But one other what do you know of shadow giants? Because one apparently came here to con with one of our compatriots.
No, I am not even sure what that is. I've never heard of a shadow giant. My
Cursed
apologies.
beings, wild, banished to the Shadowfell, causing mayhem. Alright.
He says,
it's unclear if they were working with the
Ty-
ones or not.
Tyron says, I wouldn't know. You said a lot of words there that I didn't quite understand. It's possible. There's been some strange activity in my lands recently. Giants going missing, and others telling our people that they heard some strange song that tried to lead them away. Some of them being led away while others resisting it.
Which direction did the ones listening to song go?
It says there is sort of a no man's land that exists near my village now. All of them went towards it. We have not gone to investigate, as we fear that some of our people might be pulled in if we try to go after them.
So you
Maybe.
know only pulling giants? Or other
Says, as far as I know, just my people, though not much lives in those areas beside my tribe and our enemies, the other corrupted frost giants.
Have you heard of anything that calls to giants? Like other than I know like it's like the orbs and like they call it dragons or something like that for like giants at all?
Give me a nature check.
Okay, I can do it.
See what you know about giant stuff.
Let me see. Nature.
27. I mean, there are lots of different effects that could be used on these giants to draw them away. I mean, giants are fairly susceptible to a lot of charm effects. They don't have the best saving throws, you would know. As for a specific item, not that you would know of.
Okay. So it's anything, so some kind of powerful enchantment of any kind.
Yeah, that would be your guess.
Okay.
Some kind of magic user, maybe. Though,
Some force seems to be dealing with your people. Doing so.
yeah, he says it's been it seems like it's been getting worse. I know this all started fairly recently, only within the last year, and we haven't been able to figure out just what is going on yet.
This is far from Bissek, knowing all that, so no, the mind flayers, I don't think that's probably not this though.
He shrugs. Boulder Bottom would whisper, Giant, should we be telling him so much? Don't know if we can trust him.
Seems different from other giant and helped ranger friend.
I guess
Saved your man without expecting us to find him.
suppose that's true. He
I
hasn't
assume
tried to
that
bury his
Waldo
hand
is-
axe in me yet.
World is just continuing in common, I assume, right?
Yeah, he's sort of whispering this to the group as Tyron is talking.
From my experience, while things might go wrong, it's at least going to speed the process up. Or they come out to us, or yes.
Perhaps. Tyron would say, so what about you and your group? Will you be able to take this human back to his people and keep him safe? I was hoping
Yes.
I could leave him with you all, actually, when I saw you fighting the other giants.
That was
Wow.
the plan, was to take him back to his people.
He nods. He says he probably needs some more rest unless you have some kind of healing magic.
We do.
Unfortunately, he says as he was running, he got clipped by a boulder that was thrown at him, so I think his arm's broken.
Just for future reference, can you describe where your village area is, where all this is happening?
He says, yeah, we're probably, let's see, 2,
Pull out the map.
Yeah.
Let him mark our map.
3. So he would say we're about 6 days to the west of here. Kind of pointing at your map, and Raldo would say, huh, that's kind of near where the halls are. He says, yeah.
Perhaps we're heading that way. We can see about your people.
Oh,
Will Tribe
Perhaps.
be welcome if Tribe comes to this area?
he says, you are enemies of the Frost Giant, or the Everlasting Ones. I believe Shiva will welcome you as an enemy of our enemies. I can tell her all you've done to slay them, as they are no friends of ours. Shiva is the name of my war master. We are of the Shivara clan. We've existed in the mountains since we re-emerged after the last cataclysm, and our tribe has grown. Oh, did we get someone?
Yes, me. But
Ooh.
a little late, but
A wild Vlad appears.
a wild
Can we mark our
Vlad.
map? Can we mark our map where he planted?
Yeah, here, let me see if I can find something to mark their village with. Let's see what I got.
And Beryl would like to also make a tree friend outside this cave.
As far as you know, is your village safe, or is everybody been taken over?
Says, no, our village, well, I hope it's safe. It was
Okay.
fine when we left. Our people are strong fighters, and I know that our shaman, Shiva, has used protective spells to help guard us from enchantment. So I think the village should still be okay. If I did not, I would not have come out here. I would have stayed to defend it.
It could be worth seeing them on our way, because fixing some of that problem might make our job
It's
easier.
kind of over here. He says, well,
Potentially.
yes, perhaps we could all help each other. It's not often I see smaller folk who are okay with giants. I was actually worried you would attack me as soon as you saw me.
Well, Beryl encounters such, many who don't like small folk like Beryl either, so maybe better for everyone to be friends with everyone.
He nods. He says, there's much we could probably gain from working together. Though, I will admit, there has been quite a bit of animosity amongst our peoples.
I've done
But-
much research on those the rune users around the world. I know of giants. Well versed in your culture, yes.
He says in Giant, you speak our tongue then?
I do. I will speak it to it back. Yes.
Is that like an angry picture?
I don't know. That's my version of Frost Giant. you can remove it.
Blue.
We speak all of the rune-based languages.
Says, oh, interesting.
Dwarvish, giant, primordial. Yes.
He says, you are, Genasi, are they planar or are they natural? I forget.
I am from this plane.
Okay. So he said he'd probably know of your people, and he would say, you are a Genasi. I believe, a water Genasi?
Well, I'm actually a bit different. I'm combined. Most of them are separate entities. I have all the elements inside me.
Interesting.
Quite special.
Says that is quite unique. I don't think I've encountered a Genasi like you before. Not that we have many of them in the mountains, but I have gone into the desert for brief periods and traded with some of the clans in there.
My people rarely leave the desert.
He nods. He says, so, if you're going to bring the human back, I imagine it will take you several days to get him there. Shall I,
No.
No?
Tribe will go back in morning, and will arrive in morning.
We can come back here tomorrow, then. Yes.
The Cobalt's magical,
no.
Raldo says, smiling. It's a
Tribe can
magical teleporting Cobalt.
Tribe go to Dezoric tomorrow. Tribe can come back here day after.
Oh, day after. Okay.
Tyron looks kind of impressed at Beryl. He says, you use magic to teleport then. I very much underestimated you.
Beryl not as good as tribe friend Sim, who disappeared.
Says, yes, Raldo would say, I saw that. Is that why you were asking about the shadow giant?
Yes.
Tyron says,
He's gone.
yeah. I don't know much about tracking things that can just poof in and poof out, or else I'd offer to try to help you find him. My apologies. Hopefully you can figure out where he went at some point.
Well, perhaps our friends in the Shadowfell might be able to start asking around.
Alright, so... Is anyone able to heal this guy? Or are you just gonna let him recover naturally?
I made a medicine check, but like just as you said, I think we found the body where the giant picked him up.
Yeah, I'll say at this point, Tyron just invites you all into the cave. Says, you can come in. He can fit. It's a pretty big cave. He can fit in there too. He says, I was about to go look for some dinner.
Obviously, forget the pass without trace on that roll.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So yeah, you would see the guy kind of passed out. Looks like he may have just kind of gotten some exhaustion from moving through the snow and bleeding a bunch. You think Go ahead.
Do we need an aura of vitality for everyone?
I believe we
Well, if
already
Tribe rested, and now Tribe is going to probably camp in cave for the night, yes. But Beryl can heal this one without using any more magic. But I guess if Tribe is going to rest, then go ahead with aura, if preferred.
True. I will cast the aura of vitality.
Does anyone still need healing?
I could use a little bit.
I could use some, sure.
All right. So you're doing aura vitality. I'll say Tyron is going to go hunt some food for the evening. But at this point, we can just pass some time here. So go ahead. Yeah, do the aura vitality.
Is Tyron coming back to camp here tonight with us? Or
Yeah, he says I'll be back with some food and we can cook, and in the morning I guess you can go out and bring him home.
Is exhaustion one long rest in this game? Sorry.
Yeah, one level is gone per day.
Excellent.
All right.
So somebody gets a 15, somebody gets an 18, somebody else gets a.
Well, I assume the first one is for the ranger, right?
I was gonna dump the person who's apparently unconscious and severely injured. I thought I was gonna dump the majority in.
All right. So who's getting the 15 and 18 then?
Let's go. The two people who raised their hands earlier was Anna Kate and Titus.
Yeah, I'll take the 15. It's fine.
I can
couldn't tell if there was a third voice or not. Was there a third voice?
After the 18 and the 15, would either of you still look tired, or are you at full?
I don't even look tired now. It was just
I'm
I'm
not at full.
All right.
I'm not
very little.
So if you're not at
then
full,
the
you would
12.
look tired.
Well,
Then I'll dump the 12
let
and
it all go
and
to
then
Beryl looks like the teенsiest, itty bittiest bit tired, but
Ba-
the short rest was good for her.
Basically, if you're missing HP, you've used stamina to kind of keep yourself out of danger, so you'd look tired. Unless you're below half, then you're wounded, and then below 1/4 is you look like you're very wounded. It's kind of like the I don't have something for 1 hit point, but yeah, it's basically very wounded.
Yeah, Beryl is missing 4 hit points, so like that's why she didn't speak up. Yeah.
I
And then I
feel
was-
like a 114 out of a 130 if I had to.
5.
and then I'm gonna dump.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dump 8d6, which for some reason I don't know how to. Let's see. /roll. Does that work? There you go. That's what I'm giving to the injured person.
Nice.
All right.
Titus, take
I
Titus,
rolled
take the 18.
horrible on that.
Titus, take the 18 from the previous rolls,
Will do.
because I don't need that. Would put me over. And
Alright.
if
Whatever.
the 12 hasn't been claimed, I'll take it.
Yeah, you take the 12.
All right, great.
All right, so the guy is fully healed by 29. He would awaken. His arm is still a little messed up, but overall he's looking good. Still has some exhaustion, though. He looks around and says, thank you. Did you bring me
No problem.
here? Looking at the huge fire. He
Just
says,
a
oh,
try.
Raldo.
Arrow like gestures around to everyone.
All right, so yeah, Raldo will talk to him and tell him what happened and tell him about Tyron. He says, a giant saved me. It's kind of...
But not all bad. Just the ones that are angry are hit really hard.
He says, I was almost killed by the giants that attacked us. What of the others? And Raldo just kind of sighs and shakes his head. A lot of families are going to find grief once we get back. He says, well,
Oh.
I appreciate you all saving me.
Tribe did not save.
Well, you just healed me. That's what I mean.
Ah.
I appreciate the healing, then, I should say. Thank you. Alright, so unless anyone wants to RP, I'm going to pass some time here.
When Tyron comes back, and well, I guess it wouldn't. I guess the Tyron going to Dazork, even if he wanted to, would probably not be super safe right now. When all the families are going to learn that their loved ones just died to giant attacks. All right, never mind. No,
Alright.
we can pass time unless someone else wants to do anything.
Yeah, so...
Harold would make a tree friend outside of this cave.
Alright. So yeah,
I was
you...
going- I was going to ask the giant if he has traditional kumis. Giant kumis.
once he gets back,
Yeah.
he says, I don't know what you are talking about.
Sorry, giants from a different realm. My apologies.
Ah,
They make a fermented milk drink that is an acquired taste, but
oh, you mean, and he says some other name. He says, yes, I am familiar with this drink.
Oh.
Not really my thing, but some
Oh.
of my people
Yeah.
very much like it.
my wife is a big fan. So
All right, so through your interactions, Zalafay, with your passive, you guys would learn some stuff about Tyron. Let me just add it to his sheet.
So you mentioned
He's
that you were
3
adding.
changelings in a trench coat.
That's a
You mentioned
secret.
You mentioned that you
You
were
know
adding
my
stuff
secret.
to Raldo's sheet, like back when we were in the lumber camp, and I don't see any details on Raldo's sheet.
It should be under his bio and info.
Right.
There's nothing showing up.
I'll close it and open it again just in case it doesn't.
Yeah.
Normally it just appears while you're typing it, like if we have it open.
Secrets and traits.
Yeah, I kind of started doing that with the different characters. So
I see
yeah,
it now. I closed Raldo and opened him again. So usually it just appears when you enter it, like when as soon as
Yeah.
you click save, then I just see it.
and I added some stuff to Tyron as well. Now that you
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
now that you've spoken to him a little bit over dinner, he kind of cooks up some more animals that he killed, and you all eat well.
I will add spices.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
some
say, I'm sure
spices.
that at least one of our party wants in on that.
Give me
I will slather everything and soy sauce to give it that little kick.
give me a check with your spices. Your what is it called? Your tool, cooking tools.
Well,
Yeah,
he's also
something
got
like that.
the magic, the uncommon magic guy, or the common magic item, the spice pouch.
Yeah,
Words.
which I'll say gives you
Um,
advantage.
Okay. Well, in this case, I usually use my magic, but this is not my magic, so I'm gonna go with wisdom on this one.
Okay.
That's not
So
with advantage. Oh, there it is, 20.
yeah, it
So,
would be 20. So yeah, you do a really good job, and everyone is enjoying some yummy food. Tyron would remark, "This is incredible. You're quite skilled in the chef arts, friend, or the culinary arts."
I work on it. I am not the best, but one thing I got to say, spices make everything better. Because you get tired of just eating like dino meat. Well, not dino meat, you know.
Dino meat.
It's like you speak from experience.
Since
I got
I've
lost
not
in
eaten
my-
dino meat before.
beasts, but oh really?
But I don't generally have the time or skill to season my food this well. Perhaps you could teach me some of your tricks.
I would love to. One of the best tricks is these two magical items.
It's like I have magical spices. All right.
But you said
And
you
rip that
there were
pouch to
dinos?
shreds if he reached in.
Yeah, and just big hand just like pops it open. No, he just kind of looks at it.
But you have fought the dinosaurs? I thought they were. Well, I don't. This is a different realm. I mean, most civilized realms don't have dinos. So
Says no. There's in fact, I'm not sure what a dinosaur is. I don't think we have any of those in the mountains. We do have wyverns and other dangerous animals. I noticed you had a wyvern following you, Tyron says. I don't think
Oh,
I've
she's
ever
in here
seen
with
one. I don't think I've ever seen one trained like this.
Oh yes, there are other trained wyverns, but must be
He says,
hunters and rangers with much skill can make friends with wyverns, it seems, and Barrow had help from such.
wyverns are dangerous, but they're more like small insects or bats to us. Not something we generally train. I guess it would be insects, but yeah, like smaller creatures. We train a creature called a remoraz, which is a giant snow worm.
Ooh.
I don't
No.
know giant snowworm. That's a new one.
He says they're extremely dangerous. Normally they would eat things like you, but we have trained them not to attack unless we give them the okay. So you should be safe. Well, as long as it's one of ours that you encounter. Alright, so
What do they look
Girls.
like?
the Ramaras, they are large blue worm creatures with many, many legs and an intense heat coming from within them, which they can use to melt the snows as well as burn anything that attempts to attack them.
And you have them
Barrow
as
can
mount?
do that.
He
Like a
says,
fire centipede?
yes, though they also are very resistant to the cold. They are
I had a question. How much
apex
would it
predators.
cost us to? How much would it cost us to buy one of these from one of your villages?
He says, would not do you much good. They would not respect a creature of your size. They would not attack you, but they would definitely not follow you.
Got you.
He says, my apologies.
Sound
That
horrible.
would have been interesting. You have to admit that would have been interesting. A little barrel on a big snowworm. No, yeah, that would
Meryl's just collecting all the mounts. There's a big snow worm, a wyvern. Maybe she'll get Tyron as a mount. Just ride a big giant around.
That would be
Master
cool.
Blaster.
Well, yeah, exactly. What is it the Master Blaster says? Oh, what's this quote? I forget. Saw that movie a little while ago.
Who rules?
Oh, yeah, something like that. Who rules something town or something?
Bartertown.
Who rules Bartertown?
Him and Tina Turner just yelling at each other for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm going to pass some time because it sounds like you all are hanging out and enjoying dinner. As the group.
Barrow sleeps curled up around the thermal cube, and the wyvern sleeps curled up around Barrow.
Yeah, there's just like a big area of heat. That's just like you have like a heater just blasting heat out around you. Which the giant also finds kind of fascinating. But the evening will pass without issue. So it is now the 30th of summer. Early morning, 9 a.m. What do you all
No
want to
temporary
do?
hit points. What's that?
Yeah, no temp HP. You're missing your temp HP
Oh.
guy.
What about that temp HP I got from Zala? Would that keep
think-
or
No. That
No.
thing's not over.
Yeah, it always goes away on a long rest.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you would wake up feeling refreshed as you all get your long rest. Tyron says, I'm interested to see how one like yourself can teleport, looking at Beryl.
Does Tyron
Oh.
want to come to Dezoric with Tribe?
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea.
We could go
Oh.
shopping. That'd be great.
Oh, Tyron just wants to watch Tribe go into tree.
He nods. He
Oh.
says, "Yes, I was more talking about how you teleport, how that magic works."
Okay. So maybe Tribe come see Tyron's people sometime soon.
He says, "Well,
Bye-bye.
my thought was I would wait here, and when you get back, we could go see my people together."
Oh, okay.
Oh, is there anything you would like us to pick up while we're in town?
He says, "Perhaps you could teleport me back to my my village."
I have Tribe. Beryl has to know plants or trees in area of village to
Would
go
he
to
fit
them.
in the tree?
What?
Says,
Would he fit in one of the trees?
I think,
Very
the
rich.
spell may specify humanoids. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's creatures.
Oh,
Is it creatures?
Okay, yeah.
Otherwise, I couldn't teleport Celadine.
Oh,
Find
that's
it.
right. We have to retcon that the wyvern is not with us. Sorry.
No, I never would have gone if that was the case. Beryl wouldn't have.
It's like, screw your adventure. I'm staying with my wyvern.
Oh, large
I don't
or
even-
larger? Oh no, that's just the plant that has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any creature can step into the target plant and exit from the destination. So only the plant that I'm using has to be larger.
Yeah.
That's why I've been picking trees and not like little bushes and stuff. Or
Yeah,
little house.
wanna see it. I wanna see it.
window box plants or something in town.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
want
like
you to,
little
next time I want you
vines.
to choose a huge flower. That's what I.
Just look for a big flower
Flowers
somewhere.
fade faster than trees. Trees live long time.
All right. Well, he says, "Yeah, I can probably wait for you all. Then I can show you to my village. I can
Try-
also keep an eye out for the everlasting ones in case they return."
Does Tribe want to return in 1 day, 24 hours, or Tribe need more time in Tazaric? Tribe cannot return sooner than 24 hours.
Says,
Well, at
well,
least not via Barrel's magic.
I think we need any more time.
says, "Well, I can wait a day. If you plan to spend more than that, I should probably start journeying."
We don't have anything that I think we need to do beyond 24 hours, but
It would be nice to have a giant guide.
He nods and says,
yes,
"Well,
we will endeavor to be back in 24.
I shall keep an eye on your lumber camp. Maybe some of your survivors may come back, or the giants. Either way, I should keep a watch on things."
And I will look at the giant and his camp setup and think of anything he desperately needs
How about some spices?
for comfort.
I mean, you
Spicy.
could buy him some cooking tools.
Some human
Big ass.
itty bitty little saucepans.
It's true, they would be kind of small.
Human-sized. Like the biggest cauldron you can find is going to be like his small saucepan.
Yeah,
It's like a stocky cup for him. Like,
yeah. You might need to get
Oh,
those
what a nice
custom made for him.
tankard. It feeds 10 men, and it's like a little shot glass for him.
Yeah,
We could do
exactly.
a never-ending flask.
oh
Ooh,
god,
that's
He
not a
puts
bad
it in-
idea.
he-
That'd be
he
a
puts
very
it as a
generous
filling in
gift
his
to any
tooth.
creature.
I mean, sort of. It's still like would be a little drip of liquid to him. He would just be like drinking very like small amounts over and over.
Fine.
We need one of those like decanters of endless water.
Yeah.
Alchemy jugs, don't they have like different things than just water in them?
They do, but they're like a
Mayonnaise and
gallon.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Maybe.
a gallon.
It's
Yeah,
mostly
maybe
just
it is.
honey.
Okay, it maybe still isn't that much for him. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right.
All right. So Beryl is going to do her
And we
spell.
will, of course, bring the ranger.
That's what I
with
want.
us.
I want an alchemy jug built by giants.
Could
The
like flood a
scale,
town
man.
with that. Turn it over and just wash away everyone in honey.
Well, that's why he
You have
wants
to
it.
carry
That's
it
why he
in a
wants it. We can
wagon,
make
but-
it a. We can make it a
feel like-
weapon as much as
I feel
a.
like using mayo would be much worse
Oh.
than honey in that scenario.
Oh my god!
Gross. It's like a wave of mayo coming through the town.
100 gallons of mayo.
There's actually I cannot remember where or when it happened, but there is actually a historical incident where a molasses factory had an accident and like
Oh,
the streets were
yes.
flooded in molasses.
Gross.
Yes, it was sad actually. Lots of people died, but I'm like, they're gonna die. You know,
So
like
don't
you
wanna
know.
laugh, but also it's kind of like so ridiculous.
I wouldn't
that
want
you
to die in
gotta-
molasses. That sounds
No one
terrible.
would.
It's like one of the worst ways to die. It's like a fly on fly paper. It's like,
I didn't remember that someone died, but I just remember reading that somewhere along the years.
yeah. All right. So
Anyway,
the group
sorry.
is stepping through, poofing suddenly south of Dezoric, at which point I assume you're re-entering the city.
Yeah.
All right. We are kind of at time here. So this might be a good place to stop. The group comes into town from the south end, and the guards would be happy to see Boulder Bottom, who would quickly explain to them what happened. And he would say, "I need to go speak to the Javiers about
Can
the."
Ted come?
Yes, I'm actually that would be fine, or that should be fine. You did save me, so I'm sure they'd be happy to have you.
And I assume the ranger goes off to his family, or does he want to come with us too?
He's yeah, he's gonna
Recovery
go.
time?
He's gonna go to the guild and just get some R&R. Maybe check in with his family, but he'll separate here. He is going to say, if I find you later, I'd like to give you all a token of my thanks.
What's his name of friend?
Will you be at the Javier estate? Oh, my name? My name is my name is Guster.
Guster. If we are not at the Javier estate, we will probably be at the Mana Springs or the Hot Spring Bathhouse. I don't think they have places to sleep at the Hot Spring Bathhouse. Probably at the Mana Springs.
Okay. Let me just make a note of Guster.
I thought you said Custer at first.
No, it is Guster.
It was his last stand.
Guster's last stand. Guster
wasn't
Labrie.
Esther lives for another stand.
Yep.
Thanks to Giant Tyron and Tribe.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, we can do the interaction with the Javier estate next time. Why don't we do MVP votes? We'll end here.
And
Good
it's
game,
Vlad.
everyone. Did you say it's Vlad?
It's Vlad. Yes,
that's
Vlad MVP.
That's presumptuous of you. Vlad for president. Alright, I got 2 votes. 3 votes. Four votes. Alright, so it's kind of close. Well, it's kind of a split vote, but looks like Zalafe, you were the MVP.
That's just inspiration, right?
That is, yeah, so you are inspired. No story point.
You must have just lost, Vlad.
I know. I was such a linchpin too.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, you were helpful.
Yeah,
They were sleeping pretty
They
well.
were playing you while you were away.
Oh, okay, good. I'm happy.
I was
actually.
updating the NPC like chart like when you called for MVP vote, and then you guys were all like calling out Vlad, and I was like totally distracted, and I was like, oh yeah, Vlad. Okay.
It's
And
not.
then I realized afterwards that you guys were joking.
It is Zala. No reward
Yeah.
for you this week, Vlad.
Oh well, that happens.
But yeah, good.
Again, sorry, I couldn't get on earlier, but yeah, it was a whole thing.
Well, that's fine. Hopefully we can find that 6th player at some point soon. And make sure we have at least a couple of people if people need to miss. But yeah,
Just nudge him toward having teleport, and we're all good.
yeah. You need a. Well, I mean, you kind of have that covered with Barrel actually. The
actually-
Well,
plants.
we need planar shit.
At least not
Well,
like
that's why, like
new
last
places,
session,
yeah.
Beryl was like, "Why do we need this world?"
That's true.
Boulder Bottom.
Technically, you don't have a way to get back to your thing, do you?
what is it?
Oh, no.
To the Twilight Sanctuary?
The Twilight Sanctuary, yeah.
No, not without Sim.
This is where
Is there a
everyone
I
needs
said
to,
that.
especially for their
Like
legendary,
when
needs
we
to get
first
a
learned
rod
that
of
Sim, when we
blankets.
first learned that Sim was leaving, I said that, and when everyone wanted us to leave most of our treasure in the Twilight Sanctuary, I said that.
Well, I mean,
Don't
there's
we need
We don't even have like the circles. We can't
Don't
get
the-
back at
well,
all.
you don't need teleport. You don't need the spell, right, to use the circles that are already connected. Is that true?
Yeah, we have
you're
we have
talking about
copies of the
You're
circles.
talking about the hollow points, and yes, we might be able to use those with the members of our party that are here with some we might have to get
Sick that
Lyra. We might
those-
have to get Lyra.
well, the hollow points are
Hiram.
Gaian. I believe
Right,
he's talking
exactly. They're not
about
gonna get us.
he's talking about the your base's teleportation circles in the Shadowfell that are connected.
Right, I
Is
was
that
We-
the only
yeah.
link there?
I was
We
different
have
between the two.
We have copies of the
two networks.
teleportation circles.
Yeah,
But-
so
Like, when we're trying to figure out like the void base, I thought could go other places, right? But maybe not.
you would have to
That's like-
connect them.
Okay.
There is a ritual to connect them to other teleportation circles, but
Okay.
to use those teleportation circles, you would have to be in the Shadowfell. You can't move between planes with the teleportation circles.
Yeah, it's getting to and from the
but-
Shadowfell that we needed Sim for.
You'll probably figure
There's
out
always a
another
two-step
way.
process.
Yeah.
Well, we just have to keep haranguing Shadow Strider, right? You just gotta
Yeah.
keep
Yeah,
keep
just
poking the
harass
bear
him.
until
Hey, can we
Harass him.
planeswalk yet?
Hey, this will all be a breeze if I can just roll 100 on a thing and get a staff of the Magi, and then I'd be like, I will take you all to your place, and then I will see you later.
Just taking some
Yeah, but if
notes
you
here.
take us all to our place and then see us later, then we're stranded.
It's fine.
Yeah.
How about we take you somewhere with some magic item that we then like keep for ourselves?
I
Take
mean,
you
if you're going
take
to
you back
be
to your
mean
ways.
about it, I mean.
All right. So did Raldo agree? No, we never settled on a price. We were going to talk to him more into Zoric, right?
Yeah.
So I started adding him in our NPC tab, but we don't have a start time or an amount yet.
we still might need him to find like the exact entrance to the place in Royal Calls, but we actually have.
I think his
Giant to take us there,
knowledge.
potentially.
I think his knowledge could still come in handy, whether
Yeah.
or not we. Yeah.
He
That's
would
awesome to
have
have a
to.
backup.
Well, you need him once you got into Roa Calls to
Yeah.
find the ways through there to where the tower is. Because the path would lead you into Roa Calls and into some like areas of the Roa Calls, which apparently go through the mountains. So you don't know anything about that, but it seems like the giants know where Roa Calls are.
Oh wait, is it already the 29th of summer?
It's the 30th now.
Oh wow. Okay, so how many days did we pass since? we
Well,
came out of
remember
the-
you were stuck in the thing that passed a bunch of
How
time.
many days have we passed since coming out of the Atropol's lair? Because I had done all those rolls for the upkeep that we had missed while we were gone, and I had put down that the next payday was 20th of summer. Did I mean 30th?
So
So have we passed more than 7 days since we
you came out of the
Atropol?
Atropol thing at the 20th of summer. So it's
Okay.
been 10 days since then.
So maybe I meant that the next payday was the 30th. Maybe that.
Good
was
night,
a typo.
everybody. Sorry,
Yeah.
I gotta jump.
No
See you
worries.
next week.
I'll
Night.
assume
Bye.
it's the 30th. Yeah.
Night.
And you said you were going to give me new amounts for the healing shop and the blacksmith shops before I roll the next income.
Yeah. I'll
So if it's
s-
about to be the 30th, then I'll need to roll those this session or next.
yeah,
We've been
yeah.
doing 4d6 plus 4 weekly for the blacksmith and 2d6 plus 3 weekly for the healer.
I thought I adjusted those.
You said you wanted to adjust them, but I if you had picked new amounts, I don't have them recorded yet.
Uh,
And we spent a lot of money setting up the blacksmith.
that we spent a little bit of money studying Melody's Healy shop, but not, it was like 100 gold. But like I feel like we like financed a trip to go down to Highguard and recruit him, and we bought him equipment and set up his forge or something. Yeah.
Didn't I adjust it down to 4d6?
No, 46 is I think what I've been rolling.
Oh.
I mean, I can go back and look at the logs, but that was my understanding.
I don't know. I'll think about it. It's
Okay.
not a good time for me to think about it right after the game.
Oh, I
Good
understand.
night. I'll see
My
you
brain
next
is
time.
mush after this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, have a good night.
All right. Well, I will see
I
you
gotta get
guys
going.
next week.
Good night, Titus.
Good night, guys.